Good morning. Welcome back to Gamer Behind the Rose, Werewolf the Forsaken campaign, Blood in the Soil. We are now on episode 10, halfway through season 1 of our poor, confused farmers' adventures. We have potentially a lot to get through, so let me go ahead and do introductions real quick. Jeremy, who are you and who are you playing?
I'm Jeremy of this particular group. I'm playing a blood-telling rifle called Spooky.
Okay, cool. Dennis, who are you and who are you playing?
Hey, I'm Dennis. I'm playing a Cahalith Bone Shadow known as Jim.
Great name. John, who are you and who are you playing?
I'm John. I am playing James, who is an Iraka Iron Master.
Nice. Sarah, who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Sarah. I play Chloe, an Elidith Iron Master.
And finally, Ender, who are you and who are you playing?
I'm Ender Estrellas, and I am playing Uncle Ben, who I'm going to make sure my name is properly listed for.
Okay, great.
And a Eldoth Hunter Darkness.
Yep. Okay, and I am David Fuller, the storyteller for this channel. We use the Monty Cook consenting gaming forum here. So while things will get weird and there will be body horror and there will be gore and blood, we won't get into super details about pain to eyeballs or fingernails, and not a high chance of sex breaking out in this session, but if it does, we won't get explicit or graphic in detail about it. So with that said, last session, the packs kind of divided up responsibilities. One pack went over to the Des Moines Golf and Country Club in order to kind of keep an eye on the target, on the wolf hydra head that was holding a political dinner. The last report you got from them is that all of the shades had been drawn, and nobody has been leaving for cigarettes or to make a run to the gas station or get something out of their car. Since everybody checked in, they have not left. So the advice that was sent through communication was go and peek across and see what the hell's going on. So that is what that pack is currently doing. That pack is Father's Memory. Two Rivers pack is currently keeping an eye on the governor. Their most recent report is that due to tons of questions at the town hall type thing she's doing, it's probably going to go long. So the governor is staying in place. You and the other packs went to the governor's mansion, kind of snuck around. What you found down in a vault in the basement was the governor's husband, who has undergone some sort of mutation that has led to him growing 4 extra limbs that end in bony, pointy bits, and beginning to grow another face on like the side of his head. After he did a painful amount of damage to Chloe, he was 2-shot in glorious werewolf form. And that is where we find our heroes. Now, last session, I did say that Chloe appears to be regenerating normally. I do need to note that at the end of the first 15 minutes, which we'll say is still in the basement of the mansion while you guys were getting phone calls, coordinating things, she heals her first lethal and something happens. Chloe, you feel your brain think that you are too weak. You need to be able to take more damage. And your entire midsection, like from just below your collar line down to about the belt area, begins to painfully twist and warp. And when you pull up your shirt, it's becoming a mass of thick scars.
Chloe is on her knees, like screaming from the pain.
It is very painful and very distracting. And because of that, lose a dot of composure and gain a dot of stamina.
Okay.
This does immediately affect your maximum willpower and maximum health.
Yay.
You are muted, Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben is going to look horrified at this and be checking to see if she's okay. Chloe, are you all right? What's going on?
Yeah, thanks. I'm fine. I'm just fucking. What the fuck is going on? And she will like lift up her shirt to like show the scars like rearranging on her stomach.
Yep.
I'm going to look over at Jim and be like, Jim.
The other packs that are there are like
Anyone? Is this the shit that this Hydra thing does? Because if it is, that thing's got to die fast.
I had 11 successes on this check. Does this ring any bells?
It doesn't ring any bells, but what I will give you, especially with Uncle Ben saying if this is the shit the Hydra does, you haven't heard of anything doing this, but if the Hydra has had access to this house and this family, which you know it has, and it has some sort of supernatural contagion, it could have infected this man, which would lead you to logically believe it is the most likely culprit of this weird mutation is that Hydra. Like, I'll give that to you. You're like, yeah, no, the Hydra did this. I don't know how it did it. Like, it probably has a weird supernatural infection thing. But because
This is probably Hydra herpes.
Probably Hydra herpes. And because of that, it needs to go.
We will need to figure out how to fix this. For sure.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I guess
What?
biting it's
Oh.
probably off the table if it's infectious.
Yeah.
Yes,
You might
don't
wanna
put your
let-
mouth in it.
You might want to let the rest of the packs know that.
I mean, there.
Oh god.
I mean, they're right here.
Not all of them.
That's fair. Let us go ahead and also check in with was it Father's last
So Father's memory.
Father's memory? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. So Father's memory, they left a member behind in the physical. The 801s will get you in contact with them. They left a member behind in the physical, so the rest of them could go and scout and go look across. The one that's left in the physical will let you know that when she looked across from the physical into the spiritual, she didn't see anything particularly out of place. The building didn't, like, she noticed that the spirits on the outside of the building seemed on edge, but they're on edge in the sense of a bigger predator is nearby, which is not surprising considering that you know that that Hydra monster's head is right inside that building. And she has yet to hear back from her pack mates. They've been gone for like 5 minutes at this point.
All right. Well, I suppose we'll tell them to warn them about. Apparently, this thing has the potential to spread some warping contagion.
Oh, okay.
And it affects us too.
And then, so she's like, okay, I'll make sure to. Wait a second. And you hear kind of like the tingle pop sound of somebody crossing over. And she goes, oh, my pack's back. Hey, guys. Apparently, the thing has some sort of disease or contagion. It spreads by biting. And you hear a whole bunch of, oh, shit, from the people on the other side. And you hear somebody go, give me the phone. And Uncle Ben, the one that you'd hung out with, who's the de facto leader of this pack,
Mhm.
goes, okay, so what we witnessed is
I
all.
put this on. I put this on a very slight speaker, so it's not broadcasting to the house, just to this room.
Right. Speaker, and then turn down the volume. But
Yeah.
But all the other packs that are down here with you are also gathering around to be like, okay. Goes, so what we saw in there is all of the rich people that were there and the staff that was there to serve them were all in this massive like orgy of vice indulging. There were people that were shoving food into their face to the point where they were almost choking. There was people drinking entire bottles at a time of wine. There were people having sex right there on the floor of the clubhouse, not caring that there was other people nearby. And in the thralls of all of this, the Hydra thing was snaking around and gently giving what Ma would call a love nibble on these people's shoulders and necks, and then moving on. So yeah, so you're telling me we got to go back in there and burn down that building of rich people?
Yeah, we'll be there soon.
We're gonna have to murder a cabinet.
It's not a cabinet. It's just the millionaires that live here in town.
It's not a cabinet, it's a donor base.
I've never
yeah.
murdered one of those either, so I'm down for that.
If we kill the thing, will it fix me? I mean, I'm just hoping here.
Don't
Only
know.
one way to find out.
Right.
I don't know if this follows old school Dracula logic. I'm sorry.
Look,
I don't think any of us
Speaking
know.
of, it is a good thing we invested in claw tips rather than fake vampire teeth.
Uh-huh.
Yes. General rule: unless you know what it is, don't put your mouth on it.
Or don't let
Oftentimes,
it put
even
its
if you do
mouth
know.
on you.
Right.
Oftentimes, even if you do know what it is, still don't put your mouth on it.
Right?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's
Don't
true.
don't touch your face.
As you just
That's right. You always have to do that. Every time you say don't touch your face, you have to then
Right.
immediately touch your face.
All right. So here's what we need to do. One, Chloe needs to be kept an eye on. Two, does somebody want to deal with that body? And three,
the Browns Woods gang say that they can deal with the body, and they will double up with 801s to clean up the mess that you guys are all about to go create in there.
oh, just as a reminder, that's the governor's husband there, and the people we're about to go take care of are literally the upper crust of this local society, right? Right. Lodge people and everyone.
Brownswood's gang will say, yeah, but like just the ones that support the governor's party.
It's still bad
Yeah.
because that's
Look
still.
at you with this kind of like loss.
people
Oh
are still people.
no, not the donors. What shall we do?
But no. So basically, Brownswood's gangs they call up 801 and fill them in real quick on what's probably about to go down, and say that they're willing to be the paws on the ground, doing quick like we need to move the bodies over here. We need to run to the store and buy a whole bunch of bleach. They're willing to be those people, while 801 is calling all the allies and stuff to be like, it was a fire at the country club, guys. Totally a fire. So yeah. So unless anybody objects, that devotes 801 and Brownwood's gang to that. Two Rivers Pack is going to focus on keeping the governor from making it home, which will give you Father's Memory, your pack, and this conversation is over. For if you guys haven't heard that story, O'Sealy, ask me sometime.
Okay.
It gives you the 3 packs to deal with a whole bunch of vice-obsessed rich people and 1 Hydra head. You guys okay with that?
Let's do this.
I mean, do we have a choice?
You could try to fight passionately and be like, "No, Brownswood's gang."
I vote we don't just abandon this and go home.
Right. We need to. We said we'd come here and deal with this. We are going to deal with this. If
Yep.
the locals think that they know best as far as how they can assist and deal with this,
So
we'll let them do that.
cool. All
I
right.
don't have any choice in the matter. Let's go murder this fucking Hydra dragon thing before, or it infects
Yeah,
this entire place.
I think one of you Eldath are probably just gonna want to flip the rage switch for me for this fight.
Okay.
Okay. So, you drive on over there. It takes a half hour to get over there. Chloe, that would heal 2 more lethal.
Mhm.
If you spend 2 essence, you'll have all your lethal healed. Do you want to do that?
No.
Okay. So 2 more lethal will heal naturally just on the drive over.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So you guys make it to the Des Moines Golf and Country Club. For those not familiar, like a traditional country club, it is gated, but it's one of the ones that doesn't have a guard at the front gate. So you can initially just drive on in. So you have no. Do you guys? Father's Memory is just standing at their meeting point, which is like a cluster of trees, because they came in on foot. They parked at the Hy-Vee across the street and then like came in. So they're at a cluster of trees on the golf course. Do you and Conversation Over, who's following you because they're also from out of town, do you drive up to the clubhouse and park? Do you park somewhere else and then go in on foot?
We should park somewhere else and go in on foot.
Okay. Cool. There's numerous places to park. There's businesses that are closed at this time of night across the street. Okay. If you're crossing in the physical, just give me a basic get me one success and you're fine Dex plus stealth check. So traffic doesn't see you like hopping the fence.
I'll be in Little Wolf for that.
So traffic doesn't see a wolf hopping the fence.
And still no successes.
All right. I'll just note that traffic there will be a call to animal control going, I think I saw a wolf.
Well,
Success.
especially since Spooky's various visual effects still apply in his wolf form, so he's a ugly looking wolf.
Okay, cool. Do you want to go ahead and take the beat to make it dramatic?
I'll make it dramatic.
Yeah, so basically, like, as you're hopping the phone, the human part of your brain goes, well, shit. As you see a few people slow down and, like, pull out their phone and be like, and so you know, like, animal control is going to get a call about there were wolves in the area. But hopefully by the time they act, you'll be gone. So it's really Des Moines' problem.
And hey, we're gonna solve a bigger problem. If they have to deal with a wolf call, that's the least of their goddamn worries.
Yeah, I don't think animal control can handle Hydra.
I don't think animal control would know. I mean, if they got a call about a Hydra, I think somebody would be like, "Yeah, that's prank call 101 right there."
Really, it really depends on what animal control we're talking about. Australian animal control will be like, "Oh, one of those got out."
We'll be right over as soon as we're finished with this Kraken.
Right.
Right. And new brush fires are going to start. Here's how.
Okay, so everybody else got at least one success?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So other than the tail end of a wolf as it's going over the fence, nobody sees anybody else enter. And Conversations Over follows your lead. I'll give them generic stealth check.
Which are not as god awful as Spookies.
They got successes. They're fine. And you guys managed to work your way through the trees to find Father's Memory. Where Father's Memory has set up, they can see the back side of the clubhouse, which This clubhouse is a 2-story building. The first story is built partially into a hill. The second story, so the bottom area is like private pool, poker, cigars. The second area up here is a complete restaurant. And then it has a big wraparound patio. So like if they wanted to host an event at the restaurant, then they could take it outside for like photos and drinks and stuff. There's currently nobody outside, just like their intel reported, and all of the blinds are completely down. And there's nobody exiting this building. Father's Memory thanks you for coming, and they say, okay, how fast does this thing's poison act, as far as you guys know?
Chloe lifts off the bottom half of her shirt.
Holy shit! Okay,
Almost,
And that
almost
was-
immediately by the looks of it.
That was from one of the other things that was already infected. So it's probably from the source much faster.
okay, well, okay, in that case, we will need to, it would be nice if we were in a situation where we could just incapacitate the humans in there, but if they're going to start mutating rapidly, then they will become threats. So we need to take them out. So who, and they look, Father's Memories Alpha looks between everybody gathered. What pack wants to be devoted to cleaning up humans, and what pack wants to help us fight the Hydra?
Well, we're the ones with the weapons.
I want to kill Hydra.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, and Spooky's gonna want to kill the Hydra.
Okay, conversation over. They look among themselves and they go, okay, we'll clean up the humans. Let you guys focus on the prize.
This is going to suck.
This is gonna suck so bad.
Just so that we're all clear here.
We
This is
got
going to
this.
It's
So-
still going to suck.
Okay, cool. So are you guys approaching from the physical? Are you doing any pre-combat gift buffing stuff?
Does anyone have any gift buffing stuff?
I do.
I do, but I last in rounds equal to successes.
I
so-
do, but they will automatically activate if I go into Death Rage.
Okay.
The only thing that I will say, David, is once we get in there into the physical, I will put my hand on a wall after everybody's in, and I will activate all doors locked
Okay.
so that there are no humans that spill out and get away. They're all stuck in here, and this is where they're gonna die.
Everybody want to make sure that the Hydra can't escape, because in which point I could do knotted paths. Because then he'll be stuck here on the golf grounds.
That's probably wise because I don't want to chase a Hydra through the middle of Des Moines. I don't want to
That's fair.
chase a Hydra anywhere.
I mean, I
But-
kind of do, but it doesn't seem like that's what it is.
Spooky's like, well, I'll fucking do it. I don't care.
Okay. Cool. So it sounds like most buffs are either passively activated or will get activated once you make it to the building.
Yep.
Okay. What are you guys all just approaching in the physical, and are you approaching in human form except Spooky, who's in Little Wolf?
So, a brief clarification to get from Father's Memory. Have you mostly seen this Hydra thing in the physical or in the shadow?
Mostly in the physical, and all attempts to track where it comes from, no matter where it happens to be, it always leads back to a doorway somewhere. Not always like the same doorway. And it seems to be creating a portal that no one else notices.
But
That-
it has to use a physical doorway.
as far as we can tell. We
Does it have to open the door?
Whose
Oh,
version
we've
of
we've seen it like appear like show up to meetings and have a door open and then it comes out.
But if I lock all the doors, in theory, it can't
It couldn't send more this way. But like,
I mean, it might still be able. Okay. I'm
We
worried about it
don't know.
leaving.
yeah.
Okay.
So
try and keep it away from the doors if shit hits the fan. Got it.
I mean,
And
It
this
does-
is
exit through a door. It exists in the physical within, as far as we can tell, about 100 yards of the door it entered that area in. And then when it needs to leave, it exits and then comes through a door in the next area it needs to be in.
the heads do. So the
Yes, so
body is not present.
It wouldn't
We
go
have
to a
not
door,
seen the
it
body.
would retract through a door.
Yes, we have not seen the body.
Okay. So we'd have to go through whatever doorway that it is.
Yes, you would have
Yeah.
to go so you'd have to follow the neck to the door that it's currently coming out of, which based on our peeking across, it's coming out of a storage closet down the hall from the main restaurant. You'd have to then go through there, and then, man, if the lore that you found and some of the others found is correct, then you're probably dealing with a Godzilla-sized body and 7 other heads.
Okay.
Mhm.
One thing at a time.
So, okay, cool. So, does anyone shift into anything other than what they've already said they're in? Before,
Not yet.
I'm going to go into Big Dude,
Big Dude.
Dalu. To start with, I will go Garu when I need to. So
I have to go through the physical. Oh, well, yeah. Never mind. You're talking about
Cool.
forms, not
um,
whether we're physical or not.
does Chloe try to shift to big person?
Not right away because I'm more worried about getting Alo in the room. Because
Okay.
god damn it, I invest these points. I'm going to use this fucking bird.
right, you got the bird. I have the dog. We might need to both be prepared. We need to be prepared about losing them.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
well, that's not happening. Your dogs can only bite things. I've got talons with
They
the
could claw things,
tips
too.
on them.
But the other thing we need to be well aware of is we need to be observing how it interacts with spirits. So, Terror Bird.
Okay.
Bring Terrorbird. Okay, cool. Let me add Terrorbird,
So I brought him along.
the
Terror
dog,
bird,
and
terror bird.
Sarah's bird to my stat tracking. Do you happen to recall how many health levels your bird has?
I don't think we ever specified. I was kind of looking at that before we started game, and I have all of the merits for it, but I don't know if we ever got the bird statted. If it's a pain, then we can ignore that for now. That's
you
totally
should
fine.
Have it. You should have it. It's your thing. I just won't have the thing specifically target the dog or the bird. It might
Does
target.
it have a size and stamina from the stat block you have?
It's size 2, but I don't know off the top of my head what its stamina is. So I will just have it ignore those, and then they're still open to possible infection.
Yeah.
But I will have them ignore those. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, when faced with 10 werewolves, 1 dog, and 1 bird, the dog and bird will be lower on my priority list.
I mean, if we do really terribly, maybe the bird will MVP this.
Hey, the bird can blind it, so that's the whole point of bringing the bird.
Right.
Stranger
okay.
things have happened, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then let's see. Father's memory will have pack mates helping you. Real quick.
And remember, y'all got conditions. Should use them.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, you guys have no problem approaching the building. Father's memory will let you know that the security cameras on the outside have actually been disabled, which they assume is the work of the Hydra. Which just helps you guys approach the building. And how do you want to approach? There are big main doors on the front. You can take stairs to get up to that patio and approach through sliding doors. That would put you right in the restaurant. You could try to go through kind of the cigar lounge down at the bottom. There's a servant kitchen supply area around the back.
From what we know, what seems to be the shortest route to...
Like through the door and then calling initiative. That would be the sliding glass door on the patio, because that goes straight into where people are getting into.
Is there a back way to the storage closet the neck seems to be coming out of?
If you went through the this is Father's memory talking. If you went through the kitchen servant back door area where they drop off things for the kitchen kitchen has multiple ways to exit. One way to exit takes you straight to the restaurant. One way to exit takes you to like the back hallways, and that would get you to where the neck seems to be coming out of.
So let's verify. Are we going to try and take out just this head, or are we going to try and take care of the body? I assume we're just going after this head.
I think the head, but possibly attacking it at the neck first isn't a bad choice.
Yeah, if it has to spend time retreading ground to get back to where we're hitting it, then that would be nice.
What is that area where the storage closet looked like? Is there enough room for us to fight it in there, as opposed to in where the people are?
It's wide enough that you could have 2 Uratha on one side of the neck, 2 on the other. So 4 could effectively strike it at once.
Okay. And it's going to have to wiggle around in order to attack anyone else.
Right.
Okay. That's an option. I like it. But it means that some of us are going to have to deal with it from a ranged perspective and hope for the best. Or switch out with people who are on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, yeah.
Which is not a bad idea either, because then it reduces the number of people getting hurt. So
That's fair.
Let's go with Operation Bottleneck.
Okay.
sounds like a plan. Then in which case, we go in first, start attacking the neck, then which pack is the one that's on human cleanup?
This conversation is over.
So then this conversation is over, can enter through the glass doors once the head is otherwise distracted.
Works.
All right, break.
So then this conversation is over, sneaks up the stairs and gets in position outside the glass doors. You and Father's memory go to the door that enters into the back of the kitchen. So you enter. There is no one in that kitchen. You can make me hearing-based perception checks.
Three successes.
Cool.
Also 3.
Cool.
Yep.
I got no successes. I'm gonna make that a dramatic failure. I don't hear
Same
anything.
here.
Okay. So, okay. It's up to James and Uncle Ben how they want to take this. So James and Uncle Ben hear what they're pretty sure are death screams coming from the restaurant. Like murder's already starting, and the pack that's supposed to be murdering those people shouldn't have entered yet. Everybody else is hearing just violent pleasure moans, like the stuff that you call your landlord over to complain about your neighbor.
I mean, neither of those is a big surprise based on what we know is going on in that room. So,
Right.
Right.
eh.
Yeah. So James and Uncle Ben, you absolutely, you could be like, neither's a surprise. And if they're being called to indulge their vices, some people's vices might be murder. So
I mean, I can sympathize with that.
are-
Like, yeah.
They are wealthy political backers. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
But also-
there's a decent chance.
We could also just think it's like background music.
could, yeah. Okay. So you wiggle your way through the kitchen, break away into hallways where they have offices for like the management. They're not in their offices right now. Go around a corner and you see in the hallway this like round scaled neck coming out of a closet. Like reality has warped around the entrance to the closet because the neck should not be able to fit. Also, as you step into this hallway, you will notice that your feet/paws stick into the ground, the solid ground, like a centimeter or so, as if this whole thing is made out of balsa wood. The structure of the area around this thing is incredibly weak.
Are there like counters and tables and things?
Not in this hallway.
Okay.
But like, and if you go and like put your hand on the wall and press slightly, you begin to leave imprints. Everything around the neck is cosmically weakened.
All right,
That's great.
let's get into position, and Ben, let me Hulk smash.
Cool. Father's
Okay.
memory will carefully hop over the other side of the neck without stepping on it.
Chloe's gonna do that as well because she wants to get a first couple attacks off with Alo and try and blind it before it comes back into the closet. Because there's gonna be no room for Alo to move around and attack this thing in that hallway, I don't think.
Okay. You won't be able to do a blinding attack until you can see the head.
Right, but I'm going with them. Like, I'm not staying back here and waiting for it to come back.
Oh, no. They are staying here waiting to come back. They're getting to the other side of the neck.
Ah, okay.
They're going to attack from this side while your pack is attacking from this side.
Ah, I
You
understand.
can
Sorry.
Hold your action until you can see the eyes
Okay.
in order to have your bird go.
I mean, if this is traditional Hydra, if we manage to cut the neck off here, there will be two heads for us to contend with shortly. So,
But if we're using its bane,
Right.
which is how you make sure that a Hydra head doesn't come back.
That's the theory, anyway.
I mean, yeah, we could be completely wrong and then we're fucked. But you know,
Does the other pack have any of the specialized weaponry?
They do not.
Okay, then before we get this thing kicked off, I'm gonna express to them that when we kill it, like the last blow, it's probably got to be with a bane, or it might regrow two heads.
And they're like, noted.
I don't want them to be all be like, I'm gonna get the, I'm a kill stealing fucktard.
They're more concerned. This is the local pack, so they are more concerned
with doing it right rather than getting the glory. Right.
Okay, cool. So since this is quickly going to go into combat, let's get initiative from all of you.
I rolled really well that time.
Just
you got?
Hold on a second.
I got an
Ben.
11.
You got what?
11.
11. Okay.
I had a 5.
I got a 5. Oh, and Sarah, you were down one initiative, or not initiative, one essence from the door thing?
Yeah.
Are you just
Yep.
your primal urge 1?
Yes.
So you're at 9 essence.
Mhm.
Initiative 14 for Uncle Ben.
Do 10s explode on initiative?
Nope.
They don't?
Nope.
It's
It's
a-
just a
It's
one-time roll.
It's not a dice pool, so.
Okay, fine. Dennis, what do you got then?
14.
Okay. Who has a higher base initiative out of Jim and Uncle Ben?
I think it's me.
I also have a 14.
Base of
And-
6.
And James.
I have a plus
You're gonna
6.
want to let me go first anyway.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
We will do you guys as initiative story path style. You guys can decide what order.
I will go third. It's okay that James and Jim go before me. And then I was also going to mention to Chloe,
Mhm.
in character, make sure that you don't lock the doors until the other pack gets inside. It should be pretty clear when they enter.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Good point. Good point. So
And I will throw on knotted paths as my first action. So
okay. We'll give them.
as well, just have me throwing Spooky into a death rage be right before initiative starts.
Yep.
And I am spending 1 essence out of my 10 for my Purity 1 gift.
Okay. What primal urge are you?
Just the one.
Okay. Okay. Sorry for all the record keeping. This is the mid-season big fight. Okay, so then let me give head 1 an initiative check. Okay. Okay. Cool. So everybody getting ready, getting stoked, prepared. The top initiative is John, is either James or Jim, since Uncle Ben's going last out of the 14s.
You're welcome to go first, Jim. It's fine.
Okay. I would like to activate a gift, Warhowl.
Okay.
Nice.
And explain what that does.
It adds 1 turn of lethal damage per success. So for the next 4 turns, all of your attacks on RPAC do +1 lethal,
Nice.
regardless
And
of what the attack is.
What primal urge are you?
1.
Okay, so you've got 9 essence. Cool. Okay, that's a good thing to activate. Okay, James?
I'm going to go ahead and shift into Gauru with my weapon on because it's the only way I can use that weapon.
Nice.
And I'm going to attack it.
Cool. Okay. You don't subtract defense, and because you have the Bane, you ignore his armor. So go ahead and just roll what you roll.
It's what? Is it strength or dex plus brawl?
Strength plus brawl.
Unless you have the merit to make it dex.
Does the weapon provide me any bonus?
No, it's a +0. It's what it's doing is it is negating its armor. It's negating its armor, and it takes aggravated damage.
It's doing a lot, just not
It's doing
math.
a lot. Yeah.
I am actually going to use my flanking merit. So I got 3 successes. So it's initiative and defense both lower by 3 for the rest of this round.
Okay. Good to know. And how much damage did you do? 3?
You don't do damage when you use that. I like just get my hands on it, and it lowers initiative and defense instead of causing damage.
Okay.
So
but-
everybody else who attacks it basically gets them bonuses.
Cool. No, that's fair. Okay, then it's Uncle Ben.
Really quick, David, if you're tracking it, I did spend a willpower when I activated War Health.
Okay, cool. I'm not actively tracking willpower just because you guys all have variable. I'll just have to trust you on that one. I mean, I trust you on everything, but you know what I mean.
Cool.
Just pay attention to your willpower. If you run out of willpower, you run out of willpower.
Sure.
So.
I had a question, which is with the throwing Spooky into Death Rage, since that is using my Auspice ability to just kick it on. Does that require a normal action to do that then?
Unless it says you can do it reflexively.
I do not believe it is reflexive. I'm trying to find it and I'm having difficulty in the book.
What are you doing?
My Auspice ability.
What is your auspice? I don't even remember.
Elida.
He can, once a session, toss someone to Death Rage or get someone out of Death Rage.
And we are going to do the nuke it from orbit style of doing that, which is throwing a Spooky into Death Rage.
Yep. Toss the combat monkey into Death Rage, and since in theory he will have a target for the
It
duration of Death
says
Rage.
it's a contested action, which I assume means it takes your action, but I'm relenting the check.
Yeah. So,
It just matters if I'm doing that first turn or if I'm doing knotted paths. That's all. So
so you're doing that first turn?
yeah, I'm just going to throw him into Death Rage if it requires a full action to do, and it's not reflexive. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm having the dog hold for an opening to bite the early shit out of this thing.
Let me know when you want. The dog can try to bite at any point,
Okay.
but let me know when you want it to.
All right. We'll wait till towards the end of that.
Okay.
And then it will do claws as opposed to bite, preferably. It'll just be blunt, but
Are you going to go ahead and have it do now, or?
well, it will attack when the Terror Bird attacks. How about that?
Okay, I will move its initiative to the Terror Bird's initiative. Okay. Cool. So that was my 14s. Upon James basically like getting a hold on it as part of its maneuver, you guys see its muscles kind of writhe as it's like, my bang is touching my skin. And you hear a loud feminine roar. It's a female Hydra. And it takes its action. And let me double check its movement. Okay. 23 yards worth of it shoots into the closet, and you still have no sign of the head. It's just like.
I'm curious, if I'm holding it for that maneuver, do I go with it?
No, you're just
Okay.
narratively like your claws are setting little sparks on its scales as you're trying to keep the grip on it, but it is moving fucking fast.
That could have ended very poorly for me.
Okay, so then we go to Spooky.
I am spending willpower on this one for the Fear Me effect and the dice bonus.
Okay.
Just digging into it.
Okay. It has its defense, but its defense is at -3. So its defense is 8. But because you have its Bane, you ignore its armor. So just subtract 8 from the initial 2 hit. Basically, James is holding on to like a bucking bronco.
Alright. That is 5 successes, plus 2 from Werewolf Claws, plus 3 from Slaughterer plus 1 from Jim.
Okay, so how much in total?
So that's 5 plus 2, 7, 10, 11.
11. Holy shit. Okay, so you guys see him shift into Garu, go into this frenzy, start tearing into this thing with its claws. It spends an essence and shoots its blood all over you. You are gravely poisoned.
Ow. Happy I'm in Garu.
You are in Garu. Okay. After 11, it is Terror Bird and Uncle Ben's dog's turn. So,
Go for it, Duke.
Terror Bird. Come on, guy. You can do it. Actually, it's got to subtract defense. Terror Bird, you can do it. You can do it, Terror Bird. Terror Bird dramatically fails.
Oh, it tried.
Terror Bird attempts to like do a reach across attack, and like you see a silver, not silver, but like a steel beak appear for a second, and it like hits a scale, and you guys can see across as Terror Bird like kind of bounces off and loses its balance, and like this like ostrich type thing is upside down, very angry. Uncle Ben's dog's gonna try to bite it. Misses. No dramatic failure, but just misses. Okay.
Hey, that's 2 more attackers.
Hey.
Claw next time.
Okay. So, Father's Memory is shifting into Garu and trying to tear into it. Give them some quick checks. Okay. They're basically doing like a attack, shift back, attack in order to cycle around. They're not going into Death Rage automatically. Okay, so only one of them can make it past the armor. It doesn't seem to do too much damage to it. And that one gets gravely poisoned.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay, and so it is Chloe's turn. Are you holding action till you can see the head? It might be a second.
But just a second.
You are muted.
Sorry, Alo's got the tips on her talons because we did that intentionally. So Alo and I will both try and attack it.
Okay, are you in normal human form?
Yeah, because I'm
Okay.
a
Cool.
loser.
So go ahead and roll your 2-hit -8 for its defense.
Is that even after subtracting the other attackers and things, or does it
Oh,
have a thing? How many attackers has it had?
Okay, so only subtract 1.
Aha! I like that better.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Uncle Ben.
Spooky, the dog, the Terror Bird, 2 werewolves.
That's it's
The
one
other
for me.
werewolves.
I mean, it wasn't a
It
traumatic
still
failure.
hits. You're hitting with its bane, so it hits.
Yep.
So it does
Yay.
another damage. Okay, it shoots its blood all over you. So in addition to being moderately sick, you are now gravely poisoned.
Yay.
So you are now at a -1 because your first round of combat due to sick, and you will take a lethal at the end of each round.
Yay.
So do you want to roll for your bird?
No, I'm gonna, knowing that it's like spraying poison everywhere, I'm gonna wait because we might only get one shot with Alo, and I want that shot to be blind it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. That goes back to the top, and it actually has top initiative.
Even with the penalty?
I'm sorry, what?
Even with a -3.
Its initiative is 24.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, it goes first.
Yep, it goes first.
Um,
I'm gonna need to do a lot more than -3 to make it not go first.
yeah. Okay. So it zooms back, but not as far this time.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, its head is in the hall with you. So I guess James is holding on to like the scruff of its neck. But
I've got it by the beard.
it shifts its eyes to the right, sees the pack that does not have bone tip things, shifts its eyes to the left, sees the pack that has bone tip things, turns its head, and vomits a wave of poison at all of you.
Yay!
All of you make a stamina plus primal urge -5 check.
Sorry, say that again.
Stamina, your current stamina plus primal urge -5.
Thanks, David.
That's a no from Spooky.
I rolled a 10.
He doesn't actually
And
care.
an 8. 2.
Hey,
On
Don't forget that you can do things
Die.
like willpower.
Oh, that's fair. I probably should have done that, but I was just like, fuck
I'm
it. all I can
already
do is die.
poisoned. I'm not worried about it.
I've had a rough day, okay? And I'm probably going to lose my bird. So,
5 successes. I will take my inspired and say, fuck that thing.
way to go, Uncle Ben.
James do.
Your poison
I got-
has no hold over me.
I got no successes.
Okay. So you are gravely poisoned.
Oh no, I'm already in gout reform, so whatever.
How'd Jim do?
Jim also got no successes.
You are gravely poisoned. So
Can I volunteer to take a dramatic failure? What does
You
that
not
do?
want- you
No.
do not know that. Don't do that.
We invent the super grave poison just to affect you.
Alo and
Mhm.
Uncle Ben's dog were all hit by it.
Yeah.
Everyone I just listed, you will have a -2 on all actions this turn, as you cannot see well through the miasma of poison, and you are now covered in flies.
Mhm.
That's literally all of us.
No, the ones that
Just-
failed.
Okay.
The ones that
Cool.
failed.
Flies at us?
So
Suffered.
everyone but Ben and Chloe.
Ben and Chloe managed
Okay.
to, in this narrow hallway where there's not really any dodge room, managed to go, oh,
I just want to know how it hit me with poison when I was holding on the back of its head.
flashing
That's a-
everywhere.
That's pretty impressive. I just imagine it vomiting flies and the flies just cover everything.
It's vomiting flies and poison.
Gross.
Really
Yeah.
gross.
So that is its turn. So now I believe it's James, or did Jim go first?
Jim
I
went
went
first
first
last
last
round.
Jim. Okay, Jim.
I'm not the fightiest one here, so I'm going to use the gift Know Thy Prey.
Okay.
Good choice.
Does it have the anonymity merit?
Anonymity.
No.
Yeah, that one. All right.
No.
Then I got 9 successes to know all of its IDs, contacts. So if it's pretending to be anyone else, anywhere else, I will know it.
You get that it itself has none, and that it eats everybody else's. So you bounce off of it with your power, and you get that that doctor over there has an ally somewhere, and that lawyer over there has a contact somewhere. And you put together in your head, and you're like, oh, well, that's clever. So it's using some sort of power to be like, hey, your ally's now my ally.
This is a really versatile Hydra, guys.
The point of this Hydra is to come in and fuck up cities.
We can see that.
Yeah. Half of
It's
it's
time
just
for
I
this
hate
city to
note
fuck
for
it
this
up.
combat because they all have to do with during downtime, I go to the governor, and now all the governor's friends are my friends. Like, yeah.
Which is why it invited all of these people here and ate all of them.
Didn't eat them, infected them.
And then stole all their contacts and allies.
It stole all the contacts and allies because they're going to be weird mutants here in like a day. Is Jim in Garu?
Not presently.
Take a lethal.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So then next is James.
I'm just going to attack it again.
Okay. This time it is. So do you have to keep reactivating that maneuver?
Yeah, it's a round by round thing.
Okay.
So
So then in that case, you're subtracting its defense of 11 because you're the first person to physically attack it this turn.
ouch. Okay, let me re-roll that then.
Do you have anything more than a chance die?
No, I do not.
Boss monster, guys.
Yeah, I'm already covered in poison. I'll take a dramatic failure on that attack.
Okay. Okay. Your Saint Bone Claw tips break off on its scales.
Ah, sad face. That's kind of what I figured was going to happen, but whatever.
Okay. Are you,
I can still pick them up.
you're in Gauru, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you take a lethal, you heal it. Okay, Uncle Ben.
Not Pats. Even if we want to leave, it won't be able to leave.
Okay.
And it is versus its Composure Primal Urge, so it's a versus effect. I might succeed, I might not. I'm gonna try though.
Yeah.
And a willpower.
It did.
That
Plenty of
11,
willpower.
that 11 defense gives me some ideas of its stat book.
Oh, that's awesome.
Go big or go home, Uncle Ben.
We got so far.
I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 successes with 4 tens.
Nice.
And re-rolling those tens.
Yep.
4 more tens. Come on, you can do it.
For everyone's benefit, Knotted Path is with survival honor. Yeah, with survival honor. So it's plus my willpower. This is like one of my best rolls that I could possibly make. So 3, 4, 6. Another 10, so 7. 8 successes.
Nice.
Damn.
It only got 6.
Woo!
Yes.
You have locked its way.
All
What's
right.
its knowledge?
2. It will the actual duration is 1 day. So
Okay.
unless it's otherwise modified by whatever its abilities are. But this is exceptional. Alone Prey, it has the Shadow Paranoia condition.
Okay. I don't think that will come up, but
yeah.
Okay. Cool. So then, okay, the other pack will try to go. They will basically serve to chip away at its defense.
I wish one of you combat monkeys had rolled a lower initiative. I'm sitting here with this little dagger like, this is not my job.
Hey, I only got an 11.
We can shift our initiatives around by choosing to.
So they don't manage to do any damage, but they subtract 5 from its defense. So it's had 6 subtracted from its defense. So its defense is down to 5.
Bird and dog.
Dog. I forgot to let the other pack go before the dog and bird.
Okay.
So dog and bird have worse initiatives than the NPC Uratha. So Terror Bird will attempt to attack. Terror Bird hits it.
Yay!
For 1 damage.
Did we skip Spooky's turn?
We skipped Spooky. Damn it. Yeah, because Spooky, you are after the NPC pack, but before the bird and dog.
Okay. I can just.
Go, Spooky.
So that was 5 defense?
Yeah, it is now down to 5 defense.
Roll well.
You can do it.
Yeah,
We
that's-
believe in you.
That's more what I like to see.
Ma-
So 8 successes plus the additional 6 damage I'm getting from various bonuses for 14.
Okay. So you dig your claws into it and rip like the side of its head off, and the thing goes limp and
Hey.
die.
Keep stabbing it. Do not.
I'm in death rage, I'm going to keep stabbing it.
Good.
It
Fine.
seems to die. That's
Yeah.
the important thing.
Okay. So,
Just gonna be
Hey.
a poison-soaked wolf by the end of this.
right. So let me double check the specific power it used to poison you guys. Do
Yeah, any chance my mutation just goes away?
not right this second.
I don't think we actually killed the whole Hydra.
Yeah, we had to go to that
You have
door.
not. So you're hearing the slaughter in the other room from the one pack that's
Mhm.
doing that thing. Everyone that's grave poisoned is still gravely poisoned. The bird and dog, while you guys are tearing into it, the bird and dog don't die, but they, in a Pokemon style, faint. So the bird and dog are unconscious on the ground.
Okay.
Terror Bird will do its best to try to heal them, to keep them from dying.
Okay.
So Terror Bird, bird, and dog are out if you continue to push forward. The neck is leaving a portal to some other realm open. You can see like a flux of energy in the supply closet where the neck is.
Just, well, Spooky is still tearing into that. That's the very quick of. Are we taking this fight to the finish?
I think we have to. Otherwise, this other heads are just going to come in and still be messing things up.
Also, I've still got minutes of death rage. If you don't turn me off, he's probably going through the portal anyway.
Well, yeah. That's I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to basically do this, and I'm about to direct you. I'm just making sure everyone else is good with this.
I'm
Are we-
envisioning Spooky as slowly slicing his way through the neck until he passes through the door.
Um,
I'm looking at what is it? Father's Memory that's with us.
Father's Memory says, sure.
This is gonna suck. Let's go.
Yep.
Should we let the other pack know where we're going so that when they're done, they can follow us and back up?
Yes.
Okay, basically Chloe will run down the hallway and shout when you're done slaughtering the humans through the glowy door you go, and run back.
Okay.
Then
Everyone that was gravely poisoned that was not in Garu form.
Oh yeah, can I pop into Garu? That's what I was gonna do at the end of my turn anyway.
You have a limited number of rounds in Garu per scene. That's why I went for death rage.
Yeah. It will be a new scene when you jump through the portal, so you can totally do the thing.
Okay.
Okay, so when Chloe goes to shift into Garu, she makes me a stamina plus resolve check at any negatives due to you being sick, which I think you were in 2 rounds of combat.
Yeah, she's still at a -1, I think, because it's every 3 rounds that it goes up.
Okay, so you're at a -1.
Stamina resolve, you said, right?
Yep, unmodified stamina resolve.
Woot!
You got a success? That's all you need.
Okay, I had 3 successes. I got 2 10s.
All you need is a success. Okay, you were able to shift to Garu. So, does Jim also shift to Garu?
Not yet. It's a limited resource, and since you heal off all lethal, I might as well save it.
Okay, cool. So then I will say Jim gets another lethal.
That's
So you're at 2 lethal. And Chloe manages to shrug off her lethal and begins her own death rage timer.
All right. This is where Uncle Ben, unless I need to roll, I'm just going to be like, Spooky, through the door now.
Okay.
And pointing through the door into the other realm.
Okay. So Spooky gets through the portal first, followed by Father's memory, unless you guys try to shove ahead.
No.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna, as I'm like on my way towards the door, I'm gonna scoop up what I can of my now broken claw things.
Okay. When you shift out of Garu, because this scene's timer is up, you can put them like in your pocket or something.
Hmm.
You think they're going to need repaired.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not expecting to like hit things with them this combat, but I'm taking them with me.
Fair enough. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Let me note something. Yeah. Okay.
Where does it say how long you have in Gauru each?
That is going to...
Stamina plus primal urge.
Yeah.
Unless you have some sort of gift. Okay.
Okay.
So, who goes through last? Just so I know who's in the back.
Probably me, because I have to scoop up the claws.
Fair enough. And so Chloe and then you. Okay, cool. So you guys enter. You are in a massive chamber. There is wind making up the walls and the ceiling. And the wind is moving at hundreds and hundreds of miles per hour. This is like being in the eye of a hurricane, but like a tight, close-knit eye. If anybody wants to make an occult check, they can.
Sure will.
Not my job.
It's still angry.
I assume my specialty in host does not apply.
No.
Okay. I got a success.
Yay.
I roll a whopping 3 dice. 1 success.
Okay. I'm waiting for Jim because I know Jim has good occult.
6. I will take inspired.
Okay. You guys, Uncle Ben is thanks this, and Jim is sure of it. You guys are inside the gauntlet. So you have discovered another way into the gauntlet. And before you, towering at size 45. So
A building, but not like a skyscraper. Just
a building, but not quite a skyscraper.
Like a parking garage.
Yeah, so like something the size of a parking garage. With one neck laying limp and dead that you guys are stepping around, and 7 other heads is this massive, like, werewolf hydra. And it looks like this.
Oh, fuck that thing.
So
That's a lot of
imagine something
heads.
like a tiny thing down here.
So, who wants to ride the Hydra?
Since it is a new scene,
Still angry.
Get on the Hydra's back.
Shadow of the Colossus?
since it is a new
Anyone?
scene, everyone that was gravely poisoned is no longer poisoned. The
Cool.
poison that specific gift hits you with lasts for a scene. So I will remove that debuff from all of you.
Don't worry, there's more.
Yeah. So
Surely that was the only head that debuffs.
absolutely. Okay. So everybody, give me a new initiative.
But I rolled so well the first time, David. 13 this time for me.
15. Okay.
Rolled 8 instead of a 9.
Oddly, still 11.
Okay.
I also had a 13.
Damn it, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I rolled a 7 instead of an 8.
Let me double check my math here real quick.
12.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dennis, for being different.
I did better. I got a 7 instead of a 5.
Live the dream. Ender, what's your initiative?
Yeah, it's 13.
Okay, cool. Okay, let me roll for the head and the body. They have different initiatives. All the heads will just go on law.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
yay.
Did you just say that the heads
That head.
and the body have different initiatives?
They do.
Motherfucker.
I want to emphasize
Do the heads each have their own initiative?
the portal. I'm just going to roll one initiative for all 7 heads.
Yes.
The portal is still open. That is important for me to emphasize for you.
If guys, if Spooky dies, it's been lovely working with you people.
This might be the end of all of us. Who knows? I mean,
Yeah.
otherwise we're stuck in the gauntlet and have to find our way out. Oh wait, we had this ritual that we
Join us
recently
next week
read.
for character creation for a new game. Or for season 2 of Scion. Whatever we decide to do.
Ooh, what? No, we totally need TPK now. He said the magic word. It was Scion.
Scion is fun.
That's my favorite.
Did you watch my first season?
No, I haven't. Is it online?
It is on Onyx Pass Twitch.
Cool.
Season 2 will be on my stuff.
But it is
Oh,
definitely
wow.
worth watching.
I will have to go watch that. I love Scion. It's my favorite.
If you need more reasons to hate Chads,
Yeah. Goddamn Chads.
For anyone that watches this video, if you want to know what we're talking about, you can either watch Athens, Ohio on Onyx Path Twitch, or you can go to DriveThruRPG and search for Scion Athens, Ohio, and you can buy Season 1 as an adventure module. It is a couple purchases away from being a copper bestseller. Okay, and then let me roll for the body. Body gets blah.
So it's going to be all the heads, then the
All the
body,
heads,
then
then the body.
all of us.
Yes.
Hey, at least I did called for backup.
You
Dude.
did call back up.
It is its own backup.
does anyone have AoEs? Did we bring a wizard?
It is the brute squad. Is what
We
you're
left
saying.
the wizard at home because somebody thought it would be a good idea to leave the wizard at home. I don't know why we thought that was a good idea, but we did.
Because our wizard is not made for combat.
I mean, that's fair.
Our wizard is made for protecting our home, not for killing this thing.
Oh, wait, which pack has the vampire in it?
801.
801.
The
Also,
one that's not here.
Athens, Ohio Scion is available on YouTube.
Sweet.
Nice. Okay. So
I mean, he's a
the
venture.
body
What
would
would he
start.
be?
Do any of you, just for simplicity's sake, I'm saying that Father's memory is all using claws. Are any of you holding any sort of ranged weapon on your person? Uncle Ben visibly has his bow, right?
Yeah, I still have my bow and arrows. I have not shifted into Garu yet, but I do have the Garu gauntlet on my hip.
That's
So,
fine. What is your composure?
ooh, good question. Let me check. 3.
I also do I normally don't carry it with me, but I would have brought it for this. I have a hunting rifle.
Okay, we'll start with Uncle Ben.
We are hunting.
Be very, very quiet. We are hunting Hydra.
Yes.
God.
Only the quietest of death rages.
It's Hydwa season, is what you're suggesting.
Mhm.
Hydwa Wolf.
Okay.
Did the thing happen?
The body the body might do something. You don't know.
Wiggled.
Okay.
Gyrates.
Okay. Head number 2. Okay. is going to try to vomit on every single one of you.
Yay.
So, give me Dex plus or Rancid Maw, Stamina plus Primal Urge -5.
And don't forget your whatever your modified stamina is, people. 'Cause that matters.
Spooky's poisoned.
I got a success. Just one.
A
I got one.
success.
Any other players get no success?
I got one success.
I'm gonna expend my steadfast condition to make that not a chance die, and I got a success.
Good. Okay, so only Spooky is gravely poisoned, and he is in the form where it doesn't matter. So checking for Father's memory. So far, they're getting a society. Yeah. Okay, one member of Father's memory is poisoned. The only
big-
stat that
How
So
big are
what?
these things heads, like size-wise?
the heads are size 9, the body is size 45.
Okay.
The necks are 100 yards long.
Punch him in the face.
So basically, they like tower over you guys. So the one that just vomited kind of just rained it.
It's that scene from Hercules.
Yeah. Okay. Next head. Okay. Okay, the next head. James, what is your composure?
2.
We got this, guys.
You sure about that? I'm not so sure.
The fact that you put Spooky in Death Rage actually shuts down one of their stupidest powers.
Throw us all into death rage.
Okay. Head number 3 did something.
We're just gonna find like my bow's gonna break, your rifle's gonna break, and then we're just gonna be like, well, I guess we're punching it.
Oh no, we can't use the ranged weapons that we brought here today.
Oh no, hold on, James. Let me just throw you at it.
James is a ranged weapon.
Stay in, little dog. I'm going to huck you, and then you turn to Gauru.
I feel like that would work better with Spooky. I'm not really sure how we're going to chuck Spooky, but Spooky seems like he'd make a pretty good ranged weapon.
That would take 2 of us to like be in Gauru to like grab him and then huck him.
Spooky's down for being a projectile.
It's the weirdest. It's the most awkward fastball special ever.
No, I think my favorite idea is like to get like one of those like cannons that they use at the circus to shoot people out of. Just use that to launch Spooky.
We need a bigger one for
Maybe we
Gavin.
could get like a fetish of jump.
Jim's defense.
My defense right now is not amazing. It is 7.
Hey, that's not amazing by like club standards, but like it's still cool.
By like Chronicles of Darkness, it's actually pretty good.
That's pretty good.
By
Decently
space standards,
above average.
you're like 60 lower than you need to be.
By Hydra standards,
Well, I think it's 2 hits only its power. So, or is it its power plus finesse? I think it's 2 hits only its power.
I think it's like the higher of the 2.
Okay, yeah, so I think it's not.
If it's treated like a spirit, hold on a
Like
second.
Or
chainmail
maybe-
finger cover.
Or maybe like the higher
Oh no, it's a dice bag.
finesse
I'm
resistance.
just
No.
playing with it.
Okay. Do you have any armor on, Jim?
nope.
Okay. So take 4 lethal as head number 4 bites you. And what is your roll your stamina plus primal urge?
Oh, you're gonna get poisoned. This
Nope.
sucks.
I mean, it's choosing not to activate poison at this time.
It's
No,
gonna
I'm
get
going to get
sickened.
herpes.
Burpees,
We'll be
really.
fine, guys. We got this.
Nope, no successes.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot. I'm in a different form. 1 second. Add 2 dice to that roll and see if they do any better. They don't.
Okay. So it does not poison you, but all of your healing times are doubled for the next week.
Oof.
Does that include his fast healing from? If he
Yes, that
shifts
includes
over?
his Gauru healing. No, not
Jeez.
his Gauru healing, which is why that power is worthless on Spooky. But his base healing, bashing each round, choice to spend essence to make it heal lethal, it is doubled.
Okay.
Half of infinite healing is still infinite.
We're all gonna die.
It'll be great. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Head number 5 through 8 will target Father's memory. Okay. Let me double check. Okay. Yes.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yes.
I calculated my defense wrong. That's
Okay. Father's memory, member 1, 2, 3, and 4 get grappled and pulled back towards the body. Like the heads go snap. And it's basically like holding them kind of in the air towards the body.
Well, then.
Now, it is James or Uncle Ben's turn.
Go ahead, James.
I'm gonna try and shoot it. It's probably not a good idea, but I'm gonna do it
How
anyway.
much ammo do you have on you?
Probably just enough for like 1 clip, which is 5 + 1.
Okay, you spend 6 bullets to fire the 1 bullet.
Oh,
Don't
so
know how
it-
it happens. All 6 of the bullets you have on you shoot out of the gun, but it only does 1 bullet.
oh well, that's obnoxious, but okay then.
You get a shot off.
Really glad we didn't make those arrows.
I don't know what the pool is for this.
Dex fire.
Dex firearms, and it doesn't get its defense because it doesn't have a merit or gift that specifically says it gets its defense for firearms.
I mean, if it's a spirit, that would default to, though I don't know if this counts.
It is not technically a spirit. It is technically a shifter.
Okay, then yeah. No,
Okay, so
it doesn't dodge bullets.
That's 2 successes, and it has a damage rating of 4.
So 6 damage coming at it.
Are you shooting at the body? Okay, cool.
I don't know if I did anything at
Blackish red
all
blood
there, but
kind of trickles.
all right. I'm just gonna drop the rifle because I've got no reason to hold on to it at this point.
Okay. So.
Well,
Cool.
that would explain what head number 3 did, I suppose.
Yeah, and likely what the body did to me, but we'll see here in a second.
Yep. Okay, your turn.
Yep, don't know until it happens. So currently in near human, I am going to try and shoot it with the bow.
Okay, you lose 6 arrows.
Sweet. I have 20, so minus 6. 14 remaining.
Yep.
And it gets its defense, so I'll shoot one of the heads. We'll pick one. So
Okay.
the one that vomited on us, number 2.
Cool. Okay, subtract 11.
This is where we learned that this is basically worthless for me to do, but I'm doing it anyways.
Is it because nobody's attacked the body and the defense doesn't go down?
Each thing counts as its own entity for the purpose of defense subtraction.
Yep. So
Fuck
we're going
this.
What? Actually, that's a good question. What thing did James shoot at? So I'll
The
just
body.
shoot at that too. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll shoot at the body then
Let's
too.
focus
Uh,
fire on that.
The bodies.
If you kill where the heart is, the rest of it should die too.
The
So the
bodies
body
hit the
is-
floor.
Lol. The body base is 14. It's already been attacked, so it will subtract 13.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I was at a chance die, but I rolled a 10. So hold on a second while I roll again. And I roll another 10.
Get it, Uncle Ben.
I rolled another 10. Okay.
Proceeds to roll 50 10s and wins the
No,
fight.
that was three times as the charm there. I don't know. Am I inspired? Kick that up to at least exceptional. I don't know.
You
if that-
need 3 successes for that. Did you get 3?
I got 3.
Okay.
I will expend one of my inspireds, which is condition expenditure,
Okay.
not resolution.
Sure.
And then the base of the arrows is a +3, so
8. And then does it have armor piercing?
that's an up to you as the GM. I don't.
I'll give you a little bit of armor piercing. Arrows tend to.
Yeah, it
okay.
doesn't specifically call it out in any, like, I've been looking for this stuff. I just know it's
There's
damage
an
rating is
arrow
a 3.
stuck in it.
Yep.
And it's stuck deep enough that more of that black-red blood is coming out of the wound. You guys have injured it.
Okay.
Okay. Next, it is Jim.
All right. I am reasonably certain, since new scene and also just 4 rounds, my War Howl has worn off. So let's go ahead and get that back and going again.
How much health do you have left, Jim?
I will get to that.
Okay.
Straight up forgotten. What is the Sisker Dock condition that we have?
Yeah, I was about
in
to
effect
ask.
right now.
I don't remember.
I think we
who-
did people because that was we were going to be surrounded by people.
Oh yeah, we did mine. So it's you get to choose what the fear condition for your Gower form is, but I don't think that's very effective in this case.
Probably not.
No.
Probably not. I don't think any of the other ones would have been more meaningful at this point,
I mean,
anyways.
For the pack that's killing the humans, that's great.
I don't know. Does this thing have renown? If it has renown, I say it's renown.
Okay. So 4 successes, and I will spend the inspired condition I got earlier for the area, figuring out what we were in, to get inspired back as an exceptional on this for the creature itself.
Okay. And what's the mechanics on that gift again?
Everybody in my pack gets +1 lethal on all attacks they do for the next 4 turns.
Okay. Remember to add that, folks.
I say that one more time.
+1 lethal for the next
+1?
4 turns.
Yep. And then I will spend an essence to reflexively shift to Garu to deal with my 3 health boxes.
Good. You notice that as soon as you are in Garu, the thing that's slowing your healing it can't keep up with the amazing healing powers of Garu. It's still there. You can sense it as a little debuff on your character sheet, but it's not taking effect right now. So your 6 lethal heal.
It's a status effect above your head.
Right above his name and pack affiliation.
Right. Okay.
Got the little icon, but in parentheses it says inactive.
It is now Spooky's turn.
Charging the nearest meat he can get to, which, if all the heads are in the air, I think is the body.
It's the body. Okay, so the body's been attacked twice, so its defense is down to 12.
Yay! Down to 12.
Maybe you can roll like I did.
Hey,
It's
Jeremy pulls out like these crazy successes sometimes.
Spooky has a very good attack pool, but it looks kind of like a normal one at this point.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. It happens to all of us.
But I'm spending the willpower, so I will scare it if it attacks me. Oh, and I'm spending the Essence again to reactivate my Purity 1 gift, because it's a
Okay.
new scene.
Alright, cool.
But yeah, that puts me at 7 successes, additional 6 from various damage boosters, puts it at 13 damage.
Nice. Which it takes. It is not happy
Is
about
that
you.
+1 lethal? Did you add that?
That's including that.
Okay, I'm
It's
just.
2 from
I know I will
Claus,
forget.
3 from a gift, 1 from Jim.
So you are like at its front leg, like a massive wolf paw, and you have like shoved in between like the bones and are tearing into the flesh in between. And this, all the heads are howling in pain. Like even the ones that are grappling, or you can hear it through their teeth. That thing is not happy with you. That is a way to draw aggro. Good job, Spooky.
And
to be the
I would like to say goodbye, everyone. It's been lovely.
Okay, so Sarah or Chloe.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so you went back down to human because Amanda's seen.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna spend the essence. I'm gonna shift, and
What's you shift to?
I'm probably gonna shift to Daru because I don't think I can use the dagger that I've got in Garu. Can I?
Make me a stamina plus resolve check. -1.
I'm just waiting for her to spread her tentacle. That's what I'm waiting for.
We're gonna have to figure out what to do with that when it happens. So, yikes.
Hey,
4
tentacle
successes.
could be a bonus for
snap,
us.
girl. Is that a success on every
Suck
die?
it. Suck it. No, because you upped my stamina, remember?
did.
Stamina resolve, so I get an extra die.
Not on purpose.
I know. I appreciate you. That's what I appreciate about you, David.
Okay, so you can successfully shift. Now are you going to try to charge forward and stab the
Yeah.
body?
On the other side of I noticed that Spooky's doing lots of damage, and I mostly don't want to get in Spooky's way because he's
There's
better
two
than
legs.
me at this.
There's 2 front legs.
Right. So I'm
The
gonna
other
attack
one?
the other leg. I'm just saying that I'm not gonna go where the aggro is being drawn.
So its defense is down to 11. So subtract 11 from your defense.
Yay. Six, 8, 10, 11. Okay. Can I expend my connected status with the other pack because we're working together?
Sure.
What does that do? Does that give me extra dice? Yeah, right?
I don't know what a connected does when you.
Give me a sec. I'll try and look it up real quick.
I've never used connected before, so I'm kind of like, no, it does.
I don't know if it's good or not for this, but we'll find out.
If it's not, then it's no big deal. I just remembered that I had it.
Okay, so while you have that condition, you get a +2 to all rolls related to the group you're tied to. You
Oh.
can shed the condition for a one-time +3 bonus.
No, I'm just going to take the +2. I wish I had read that earlier, but okay.
Okay.
Assuming that this counts and working in concert to
Sure,
kill
I'll
this
give it
thing,
to you.
David.
I'll give it to you. Yep.
Yeah, because it's any rolls related to working with the group. So
That's 2 whole successes. Well, plus,
Hey.
and then extra lethal added onto that.
And
So
it's with the bone dagger, right?
Yep.
Okay, so goes through his armor. He
yay.
doesn't appreciate that.
But he doesn't appreciate it less than he doesn't appreciate Spooky.
Yeah, he's very, very.
I don't know. I mean, you used a knife. That's pretty bad.
You did use a bane, so
Don't you have the claw cap,
you might get a
Spooky?
little bit of love.
Yeah, Spooky's doing the claw caps. I'm just trying to deflect.
Father's
Okay.
memory.
This
For
is
no
your
reason.
job. Die with honor, Spooky.
Fine, I will.
Okay. The ones that are grappled, shift to Garu, and the mouths just let them fall. So that's 4 of their turns is not taking damage from falling and being let go. Number 5 is going to charge forward and help you attack at the foot, which lowers its defense. But number 5 is the last in the initiative chain, so. Okay, back to the top. This thing is very, very mad at Spooky and a tiny bit mad at Chloe. Okay. What is Spooky's defense right now?
He's looking at an 8.
Okay. Okay, so Chloe, when you stabbed it in the foot, it sprayed its blood all over you. You are gravely poisoned.
Yay.
Okay. The body is going to try to front paw claw Spooky. Okay. Okay.
It gains the shaken condition.
Okay. What does that do to it?
You may resolve the condition to fail an act, to automatically fail an action. Since it's an NPC, it's entirely your discretion when that happens.
Okay. And what's the negatives on it until it auto fails?
There is no penalty. Shaken is
Okay.
normally just a way for people to get beats.
Okay. Take 5 lethal and roll your current stamina plus primal urge.
Two successes! I finally got a success on one of these checks.
Okay. It got more, so it doesn't affect you in Garu form, but your healing times are doubled.
Yeah. I'll be alright just as long as nothing else attacks me this round.
Okay. Okay. So head number 2. Head number 2 is going to try to bite you. What's your defense at now?
7.
Okay. Okay. It has, all of these have AP 5. Do you have more than 5 armor?
I do not have any armor.
Okay. It only manages to nip you for 1 lethal. Okay. Head number 3 with your defenses at 6. Misses you.
Aha!
Head number 4, defense at 5. Yeah, you guys have watched all the heads just zoom in on Spooky. You can tell Spooky has seriously hurt this thing. More than it has been hurt in centuries, probably millennia. Head number 4, this 2 lethal.
Alright.
Have you rolled over yet?
That puts me at 8, but I'm in Garu, so I'm still kicking.
Okay, head number 5.
Don't die, Spooky.
Does 4 lethal.
Okay, that's 12. One more and I wrap.
Okay. Head number 6.
Oh my god.
Does another 4.
I am wrapped at 3 ag, full lethal.
Head number 7.
Oof.
I thought you said some of them were going to attack me.
8 will.
Oh, great. I tried, buddy. I tried.
Okay, does 3 more lethal.
Hey, David.
Okay, 6 ag.
David,
Yes.
can I take an action when the 6th head attacks him The one that just attacked him.
No, your initiative isn't.
I recognize that. I can reflexively shift into small wolf and spend an essence to preempt its action.
Okay.
I'm going to try to dive into its mouth to block it.
Okay.
Because I recognize that he has taken a boatload of damage.
So that's
a bit
last
much.
3. So John, you take 3 lethal, and because
Okay.
you're not poisoned, it will spend an essence to make you gravely poisoned.
Oh no. Can I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I say that I am in its mouth?
No. Like, it's not choosing to grapple you. It bit you and then let go. Okay.
Ryan, gosh darn it.
What is Chloe's defense?
I have a defense of 6.
Okay. So head number 8 will try to give Chloe some love.
Really should have gotten laid last night.
Okay. Okay. And roll your stamina plus primal urge.
Excellent idea. As a de facto party bard, I rolled to seduce the Hydra.
Okay. Roll your stamina. What? Add a negative
That's-
1 because of your sickness.
Oh, that's fair. Re-roll that. Still 2 successes.
Okay. So you this one's opposed. So 2.
Are you sure it's opposed, David? Are you sure?
Okay. So you take 2 more lethal.
Okay.
And your healing times are doubled.
But I'm in Garu, so
you
that.
weren't in Garu because you didn't think you could use your dagger.
Oh, I thought I had popped. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So lethal and double healing times. Okay, so now it is James' turn.
Because I used that, I preempted my standard turn. So
Okay.
I do not get a turn
Okay.
at this point.
So it is Uncle Ben's turn.
Okay.
I do take another lethal though, so.
You do.
I can't leave my allies to getting hurt this way, even if it's putting myself in harm's way. So, yeah, about that. I will let the bow drop. I will go into Gauru, grab this little gauntlet thing, and headlong into helping Spooky not die.
Okay, fair enough. So you are the first one attacking the body this turn. It has its full defense of 14.
Yep, I get that. Let me see if I even have anything more than chance die. Been doing pretty well.
Okay,
this
you're
far.
getting +3 from Garu.
Even if I was to spend a willpower, I would not breach that, so I'm still down to the
Okay.
But trying.
You're lowering its defense.
And apparently getting a success. Hold on a second.
Also, you're
Nope.
apparently really good at chance dice.
Apparently, I got 1 success.
Okay, and you have a bone claw, right?
I have the whatever we did for the
Gauntlet.
gauntlet thing.
Damage
So if, as I say, +1 lethal from Warhowl. I don't know if the teeth, if our normal teeth/claws bonus applies or not. So 1 success, 2 lethal,
You damage.
or
Cool.
2 damage.
You damage it, and it sprays blood all over you, gravely poisoning you.
And oh no,
The word of the day is gravely poisoned.
right.
Okay. So then, Dennis.
I have an idea. I'm going to hold to the end of the round.
Okay. Spooky.
Need to check.
So I think the poison actually matters this round because I'm at full lethal, so that wraps into another ag.
Does it apply before or after your heal all lethal would occur?
Heal all happens at the beginning of the turn.
The poison happens at the end, but so the poison doesn't matter.
Okay.
I mean, it does when he gets bitten by another 6 heads.
True.
More the teeth. Okay.
And what's this thing's defense at?
It's been attacked once. Its defense is down to 13.
Spend that willpower. If it matters. If it doesn't
I
matter.
am. It'll get double shaken if it attacks me next round. That puts me down to 10 damage. 4 successes plus the damage mods.
Okay. It still hates you.
That's fair. That's fair.
Still hates you.
We're going to have a wonderful funeral for Spooky, most likely.
It's possible. Okay. So since Dennis is holding, Chloe.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a mechanical way for me to take hits for Spooky? Because at this point, he's our best shot at killing this thing.
Yes.
Okay.
What James did earlier. You can hold your action. Well, no, because there's no point this turn, but next turn, as many people as want can preempt your action to spend an essence to shift into wolf form to take the hit.
Okay.
You have to shift into small wolf, and then you have to spend another essence to activate its special thing, which is you preempt someone's action.
So if I shift into small wolf this turn, I can basically prep to do that.
Yes.
Okay. Then that's what I will do. I will make my way over to Spooky in Small Wolf and be ready to do the thing. And I will leave the dagger for there was a member of the other pack.
There was a member of the other pack there, and he will gladly pick it up so he can have a chance at it.
Yeah, but that's Chloe's like, Spooky's our best shot at this, so we got to keep him alive.
When you shift into Small Wolf, make me a stamina plus resolve check at -1.
Bed.
While she makes that check, David, can I ask a question about this creature?
Yes.
Does the heads and the body count as separate creatures?
They absolutely do.
Okay.
2 successes, David.
Okay, you shift into Small Wolf. You take another lethal from your poison. And you did the thing. Okay. So then, this point, the Father's Memory group is going to swarm the big guy. So they will subtract 5 from its defense by the time it gets to the bottom one. The one with the dagger. Okay. The one with the dagger manages to do some damage. Okay. Cool. So then, Jim, you were waiting to the very end?
Yeah. I don't think grappling this thing's going to help in any meaningful way, so I'm just going to swing on it because that's what I got.
Okay.
What's its defense down to?
It's down. Let's see, that was another 5 off of it. Started at 14. 52. I want to say its defense is at 6.
There we go. And let's try to hit it.
Spooky and Uncle Bennett blacked out.
4 successes with +3, and I'm going to use my inspired to make that an exceptional, because why not?
Sure.
So 7 damage.
Nice. Okay. And you've got one of the fancy gauntlets, right?
Yep.
Cool. It doesn't like you either.
Good.
Right.
It's noon, guys.
Yep.
No, just the sirens are going off.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna go just slightly over time, but okay.
It's taking David a little longer to kill all of us than he initially anticipated.
Oh no, I'm not worried about going over time. I just thought it was amusing that it's the first Saturday of the month. So
So
tornado or siren test is happening.
Actually, it is like double shaken, and it has taken way more damage than it's comfortable taking, and it has lost a head. So, this turn, the Hydra, like its 7 not dead heads, kind of go up into the air and then dive down. And a thing the size of a parking garage goes into the gauntlet's earth
The hell?
as it runs away.
Is there anything we can do to stop it? Or are we just...
It takes burrow movement. Do you have burrow movement?
No.
I don't have that gift.
I didn't use knotted path on the body, so. Use it on a head.
The only thing that can't escape is the dead head. So as it's burrowing, the dead head gets actually tore off, like really grossly, like. And the dead head is keeping the portal open, so you guys aren't stuck in the gauntlet.
Then I guess we leave because there's nothing we can do.
Spooky will attack the ground.
Okay.
Does it leave a hole?
It does not. It leaves a bunch of like tore up gauntlet dirt.
Well,
Right. In my Gauru in first tongue, I was like, Chloe, wait for Spooky to not be as hurt, and then drop him out of death rage, and we need to leave now.
Okay. Everyone's grave poison shakes off. People hit with the double healing duration. That lasts for...
Did you say a week?
Yeah, you said a week earlier.
A week. It's a week. That lasts for a week. But all your grave poison shakes off.
Gonna be fun healing that egg.
Mm-hmm.
Good news, we got a mage that's a little bit better at that now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm like,
That's
well, at least we
fair.
got the mage.
Okay. And everyone present except Sarah,
Yay.
make me a stamina plus resolve check at a -5.
Can I
Don't fuck
say I was in Garu when this check happened?
Sure.
I was assuming that was likely the case here.
Sure, might as well spend the
No.
willpower on this.
No, Ben, no, bad.
No.
That was
I don't like
after
that.
that was after spending the willpower.
Okay.
You got rid of all of your good luck earlier on those chance die, man.
I did.
Okay, Jim. what's it?
I got one success, but I also spent a willpower on it.
Okay. How'd Spooky do?
0, and Spooky is out of willpower.
Okay.
Oh, actually, what are the penalties for health box things? Because I'm at the first one.
-1.
Either one. Yeah.
Oh, well then I need to re-roll. Hold on.
Okay.
No, still one success.
Okay. So both Uncle Ben and Spooky, as like everything calms down, and several members of Father's Memory start feeling a sickness crawl through your body and enter your soul.
Yeah.
Chloe, when the fight's over, do you shift back to human form?
Yeah.
Make me a resolve plus stamina -1.
Ugh.
Still one success.
Fine. Fine.
Thank God. Ugh. I'm so nervous because I'm like, we're gonna do this at one point. I'm gonna forget that I'm under this condition and I'm not gonna roll a success.
So, all right. Apologies if it's a bit anticlimactic, but you have defeated it. You feel the Surskir Da secede as it travels far away. You've basically faced a god and said, "Back the fuck down."
He's not gonna consider this a win. Like,
He does not consider this a victory. Or she, I'm sorry, it's a she.
Oh.
She does not consider this a victory. She has fled far the fuck away.
Are we considering the Siskar condition resolved?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
take that beat.
You have defeated your target.
Cool.
And you killed part of it.
We did
Yeah, we'll
kill
get
the
that head
part.
back.
We did kill the part we were actually going after.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, you did.
fair. We did resolve that.
Okay, cool. So with that, I will wrap things up, and then we can discuss XP and things like that off to the side. Okay, cool. So, Dennis, what did you think of today's game?
It hurt. Bit me real good.
John, what did you think?
I'm just sad we didn't actually kill it.
Yeah, it was going to take a lot more time. Its heads can live without the body, so the fight was gonna keep going.
That's disturbing, but okay then.
Right?
And past the point, it was going to turn into NPC theater when every single one of us hit death rage.
Right. It was going to become a narration of like,
So we keep clawing it.
yeah.
I suspect if we'd been able to kill the body, the heads wouldn't have been as big of a problem, given how quickly we dispatched the first one.
That's fair.
Assuming Spooky still was alive through that.
I mean, yeah.
What did you think, Sarah? Was it
I'm
10?
shocked that we lived.
Yeah.
That all of us lived.
But
Like, I thought at least one of us was gonna
you teamed up on the body, which was smart. The worst thing you could have done is choosing different targets.
die, and I thought that person fuck that.
Hey, Ender, what did you think?
I'm also surprised we survived that. But it does show that working as a pack does help.
Communication is key.
Right. Also, I was kind of surprised that the reality warping shenanigans didn't get worse. But I also don't know what this a werewolf hydra reality bending horror thing actually does. But
yeah,
I thought,
and also you were infected by the Hydra, so it's going to be way harder to get rid of that.
oh yeah. So that was interesting and enjoyable. Definitely challenging, and looking forward to the next random shenanigan that we bungle our way through. This will be great.
Next week's going to be much more relaxing.
We finally crossed something off the list.
Great. Just in time for me to sprout a tentacle.
Yep.
Eh.
Okay, cool. So, okay, with that, I will go ahead and close things up. I think everybody that watched this now and will watch it in the future, I hope that everybody is staying safe and have a great rest of your weekend. Until next time, bye.